Hi guys, good evening. In this video, we are going to discuss some of the reasons behind high cost per lead in Facebook advertising. The entire structure of the video will be that first of all we will define what does high cost per lead means and how do you calculate your cost per lead or cost per result, whatever it is. Then we will be diving deep into the one of the basic fundamental reason why the cost per result increases when you increase your budget, when you start scaling your campaign. Number two, and then I will be diving deep into some of the reasons why your creative the basically the problems associated with your creative that result in high cost per lead. So first of all, what do you mean by high cost per lead? See, every niche is different. Every niche has a different cost per lead. For example, if you are running a free webinar, then 20, your cost per lead between 20 to 30 rupees for a free webinar or a workshop is considered within the range. But if I give you the example of mobile numerology, similarly, if I give you the example of stock trading, free webinar 20 30 rupees within the cost per lead is within the range. Now, for a 99 rupees workshop paid webinar, so what is the acceptable cost per lead? For example, if you are taking 99 rupees at the max, the cost per lead can be 200 or 250 rupees. So for a 99 rupees webinar, your cost per result will be at max 250 rupees. Similarly, for 500 rupees webinar, it can be at max 700 to 1000 rupees. Number one, this is in the case of digital workshops and webinars. Now moving on to the next thing, basically now you are selling an e-com product, for example. So what can be your break even cost per result, or in other words, if I want to summarize, what can be your cost per result for maximum, what can be your cost per result, basically maximum that you can expect or you can pay, I mean to say, so that you break even at front end. For that, for example, your cost of goods sold is rupees 300. Add to that cost of shipping, RTO, 10% RTO, everything you add to that, 100 rupees extra. So your cost of goods sold and cost of shipping is rupees 400. Now you, for example, you are selling that 400 rupee product on Facebook at rupees 999,000. So the margin you have, profit margin you have is rupees 600. 600 margin you have. Now to break even at front end, to break even at front end, the maximum that you can spend, the maximum that you can spend for this product is rupees 600, because you are selling this product at 1000 rupees and the total cost was 400, so the margin is 600. So at max, to break even at front end, you will have to sell this product at at to break even at front end, you will have to get one sale. Your cost per result at max can be rupees 600. If that is the case, then you will break even at front end. If the cost per result is, for example, 700, then you will be losing money. 100 rupees you will be using at front end, because the goods cost you 400. 700 is, say for example, your marketing cost, advertising cost, total 1100, but you are selling it for 999. So this is the thing that you must keep in mind. This is how you decide your target cost per result. So if your cost per result is 1200, then it is very high. You are losing 600 rupees per sale. Similarly, if your cost per result is basically 300, then you are making 300 at the front end. You are profitable. You are making 300 at the front end. So this is how you for a not for this e-com product, you calculate your target cost per result, target CPR or CPR. This is how you calculate it. ठीक है. So now I hope you get clarity about high cost per result. And one more thing I want to add, for example, and it depends on niche to niche. For example, real estate. So when you are advertising for a real estate, even if you get a lead for rupees 2000 and it is a quality lead, so can you imagine how much money you will make? A 2000 rupee lead, because in real estate the margins are very high, sales cycle is long and the margins are also very high. So if you are paying 2000 3000 to acquire one quality lead, and in return you are making, for example, 1 lakh rupees, it's like a high ticket. So real estate is like a high ticket item. So you cannot expect your cost per result to be 300 or cost per lead to be 400. Are you getting my point? So it depends on niche to niche, whether it is online, whether it is e-com product or real estate. That being, now moving on to the second part of the video, that is, what are the reasons for high cost per lead. First reason is, say for example, number one, simple, not launching new ads. By new ads, I don't mean that you are duplicating, making minor tweaks and then duplicating the ad campaign and launching the new ad campaign. No, this is not what we mean by new ads. New ads means coming up with different marketing hooks and angle, saying the same thing from different perspective. Saying the same thing from the different perspective. That is what do we mean by new ad. I mean by new ad. Okay. So why it is important? See, within your market there are different, or we can say within your market or within your either customer profile, there are small segments of buyer personas. There are smaller segments of buyer personas. Now each buyer persona has its own specific desires, has its own needs, and resonate with a specific kind of message. Each buyer persona resonate with a specific kind of messaging. Are you getting my point? Each buyer persona resonates with a specific kind of messaging. As a result, what happens as a result? When the buyer persona resonates with a specific kinds of messaging, when you come up with the same type of marketing hook or angle, it may resonate with one buyer persona, one set of audience, but not with the other set of audience. As a result of this, what will happen? As a result of this, when it will not resonate with the other segment of audience, when it will not resonate with the other segment of audience, when these people see your ad, they will not relate with it, and when they will not relate with it, they will scroll through it. Your CTR will drop, your CPM will increase, and your conversions will drop. So the simple straightforward reason is not coming up with different marketing angles, hooks to say the same thing or sell the same product, And in one word, if I want to say this, ad relevancy. Your ad relevancy drops when you don't come up with different marketing hooks and angles to appeal to different buyer personas. As a result, your cost per result increases. Simple. Now, some of the reasons behind the creatives. First of all, first thing is that add to landing page incongruency. For example, you launched a meme based ad that will hook the audience and will give you a high hook rate. But in the hold rate, it may not be able to hold the attention of the audience. If it even did, then there may be lack of congruency between the ad and your landing page. As a result, your ad may not work. Some other superficial reasons, like the basically whatever header, whatever hook that you have used on an ad, it's too salesy, too flashy. Why am I saying this is the problem? Because Facebook is a social media platform, it is not an advertising platform. People don't like to see ads on that. So people resonate with ads, those ads, content that doesn't look like an ad, that doesn't even look like an ad. So that being said, too flashy and salesy messages. Number one. Number two, first reason is ad relevancy, second is salesy messages, third is lack of congruency, fourth, your ad copy script is not following a proper sequence. There is one sequence like AIDA, attention, interest, desire and action, and whatever you are saying is jumbled, it is not following a proper script. As a result, your ad may not perform. So these are some of the reasons why you might get a high cost per result. I hope this video adds value. Till then, bye bye.